Hello, Cancer. This is Fonsmic of Hans, and welcome to your monthly reading for the month of July. Sun, Moon, Rising. Anyone else applicable is purely fine, but my Sun, Moon, Rising might feel a little bit more so than others as it relates to those planets. But hey, I'm gonna get out your hair. We have the good, the challenging, what to watch out for, and a little bit on your love life. Mind you, I will not be doing an extended love reading for this month slash period of time. So if you want one, come book me and get a personal one. If not, it is what it is. So let me read you your cards and let's talk about what's going on. But I'm going to clock your tea a little bit. Some of you have been kind of hesitant to, talk about what's going on. You're keeping some of your business to yourself on the slide. Anyways, the good. Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups reverse. Six of Wands. The challenging. The Five of Wands. The Hermit. The Devil. What to watch out for. 10 of Swords. For my singles, the girl with a snake reversed and the lightning card for those in relationships. So looking at everything you got here, you got quite a bit going on. What the good is for you is that maybe concerning some past situations or just how you've been feeling about life in general, it's going to be improving because you have kind of leveled up, matured, and moved past some, behaviors, thought patterns, cycles, or whatever that were holding you back before. Or for some of you, maybe it seems that way, but you got your lick back on whatever the situation is. You got your revenge. Somebody got their just desserts, something got their just desserts, and you feel content about it. So you'll be able to kind of ride that wave for a little while, and it'll feel like the sun is kind of just shining on you during that period of time. As for your challenges, it seems like this is probably the part that you've been kind of keeping quiet about is the storm brewing, behind maybe what others are seeing. So, just like the example, the folly of social media is that people can post that they're happier than they've ever been, when in reality, on the inside, actually, there's a whole lot going on. So you've been spending a lot of time with yourself, kind of keeping it inside, keeping your demons at bay, or are they on the verge of getting out, I suppose? Not literal demons, whatever you might, interpret that as, But it seems like there is going to be conflict going on, whether that's internal or external. But I definitely feel like the external conflict and everything that could be going on around you is kind of what you've been holding inside, and it's wearing on you quite a bit. So it seems like things might continue to be oddly tense. The air can be a little bit stiff around you. For some of you, this might mean you need to watch out for your vices during this period of time. So maybe, substances, messing with toxic people, I don't know, self-harming type things. You might need to beware of those at this period of time, because it might be a little bit harder for you to break that cycle during this period of time if you start kind of allowing yourself to flirt with that, and thus you might find yourself having to kind of keep it to yourself, the struggle that's going on with you inside. So what to watch out for? 10 of Swords. So there is some change for sure that is headed your way. So even though at least on the surface everybody thinks, oh, you are thriving, all of this mess, in terms of what way it will change, I'm not sure. But I'm going to tell you, if you're not careful, it can indeed come at your expense, as what it looks like here. So moving on from this, of course, we'll circle back around and talk a little bit more about this, but let's get into my singles and my those in relationships for your love overview for this period of time. Girl with a snake. So empath, narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. And of course, in the reverse, this could mean rather than you being the image of the girl, you could be the snake, or rather that you are being smart with how you're navigating a relationship with, somebody that's coming in, or is already here in that sense. You're not necessarily playing them out their spot like you're trying to do something evil or sinister, but you are marching forward, maybe with yourself in mind more, which some might try to interpret as you being messy, when in reality, for some, it's probably what you have to do. So, I would say, good luck, beware, and be careful of what you're doing in that sense. So, for those in relationships, lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. So for some of you, this could mean really taking the next step forward in your relationship. The energy is ripe for this. So if you have any plans to maybe, I don't know, just take another step forward with your partner in a major way. July, funny enough, part of your birthday season is going to be a definitely fertile time for you to do something like that. Or I don't know, if you're feeling like, why don't we just run off and go get eloped? You can do that. That indeed is an option. So think about it. But I would say at the very least, considering the Knight of Cups being reversed, what it could give for some of you guys is you're allowed to take these actions, but you are going to want to be careful of the consequences that might follow after. Consequences don't always mean negative things, but they are purely just results, their reaction because of the action. But back to your leftover cards. It seems like, you are going to have some moments for some of you that are successes, but at what cost, you switched jobs, or finally that one messy coworker left, but now the team is short one person. Now everybody else kind of has to take up an extra piece or two of work to kind of balance out that until somebody else comes along, etc. You've been kind of walking against the whipping wind, some of you, for what you've been going through in your life at this period of time, and you're holding it together exponentially well, but yet again, at what cost? So that doesn't mean throw it all away tomorrow, because some of you, that's just not you. You are actually the queen, king, whatever, the ruler even of holding it together when times are hard. But how much of that junk that you're carrying is all yours? And if it's all yours, don't it get tiring? Don't it get heavy? I don't know. Either way, Cancer, I wish you the best of luck on your journey in life. Have a wonderful day, night, or whatever time you listen to this. If you want to know more about your love life, come book with me personally. Otherwise, there will not be a public extended reading for love this month. Maybe not ever. I'm not sure. I don't know. You guys might be able to convince me of something. That's all. That is all that I got for you. Whatever. Anyways, if you can't get down with the get down, don't get down with us. And yeah.